Well, now this is truly early morning. I want to thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. I had to get up and see if I can get this message prepared for you. You see, the conversation still is going on just as it was yesterday. There are a few more voices, though, that's talking about doing something about it, standing up, fighting for change, and not allowing the Republicans and Trump and this new system of government that they are holding hostage over the people, not allow it to continue. And so there's a lot of conversation going on about that. A lot of court action is going on about that. And the people in their homes are talking about that, ready when that moment comes when they have to get in the streets and show their stuff, then that stuff will be shown. My only concern is that we not just try to get back to where we were, but get back to the highest we can go. You know, when I talk to you about basic human rights, I'm talking to you about a, a system of doing things that is just overwhelmingly wonderful. And when I speak in terms of not having money, you know, that doesn't mean that there won't be a system of government. There will be government, but it will be the kind of government that reflects who the people are. Are they walking according to the truth, or are they walking according to some other? Humans, and I want you to never forget, were made with basic human rights. The earth that we live on is a human right. The natural resources that come with the earth, they are a human right. A reason for being here, for doing something, to have a career. That, my friend, is a human right. Honoring and loyal to a power that is accountable to humans, accountable to us, is a human right. To live a fulfilled, a satisfied life is a basic human right. And on top of that is to resist any other way. To resist any other way. Now, other ways involve making some humans superior to others, and the lesser humans are servants to the superior ones. They are servant humans. They are a form of slavery. And the leadership from the other got no morals. Its supporters are blind for many reasons that perhaps not understood. They murder to possess that which belongs to others. And they're out to cause pain and suffering to as many humans to remind them of who the superior ones are. But it is the responsibility and a human's duty and responsibility to protect basic human rights for every human, in contrast to the other way of government. We must do everything to protect one another, even fight if we are driven to. For the people, and remember this, we will not lose. We must prepare ourselves to engage the entire population in their chosen career of participation in this life. I want to say that again. While they out there talking all this old crazy talk, that stuff that comes from being crooked, that stuff from coming trying to take advantage of someone, that stuff that comes from trying to bully people, that stuff is not going anywhere anymore. I mean, there will be a civil war. There will be nuclear war. There will be a World War III. If anybody think that anyone else going to sit back and let someone manipulate them and do stuff like that as they themselves determine they want to do, no, that stuff is not going to happen anymore. And so while they are there doing that crazy stuff, we taking away our power from that. Once we take away our power, it'll start diminishing anyway. And put our power on focusing how we here in America are going to put everybody in a career of their own choosing. Now, we would love to see the world like this, but before we try to go talk to the world based upon the reputation that we have gotten behind this stuff that's going on in this country, we got to prove ourselves. And there's no better time to prove ourselves than now. And there's no better way to try to talk about improving ourselves than inviting everybody who will be improved by this new change to engage themselves in making this change real as soon as possible. Now, we know that the other way is out to destroy. But I and this program and God and hopefully you is out to build. It is about a basic human right. The people, human beings, are loved by a power only known by the evidence of its existence. Isn't that something? We only know God by the evidence of God's existence. But the power we see, the others, the whites, the Africans, the Asians, etc., is not about anything but abuse, taking advantage, causing pain and suffering, and that for the benefit of the few. And they're talking about voter rights act. Let me tell you, I'd like to speak to America. We are going to be a better nation. I'm not about the hell with what Trump, the guys are trying to do. We know what they will do. We have lived this stuff before. We have lived it to its fullest. The natives have been murdered and their land taken. The Africans and blacks have been had their families ripped apart. They've been treated like animals. We have gone through the worst by racists, bigots, hypocrites, trying to take over a country and cause us much pain. That is never, ever going to happen again. It's never, ever going to happen again. And all I can say, if you want to live, try to think of a way you can do it in a peaceful, loving, fantastic way. And you're still going to fail because you, the people, basic human rights, all of that you're entitled to, and it has been prepared for you. The only thing that's causing us to miss it today is the choices that we have made. And whether you're going to walk into it now or go down this here hole where this evilness is trying to take you is determined by the decisions that you make today. And I know, we know that you've made the decision that the stuff that Meg is talking about, the stuff of Project 2025, the stuff that all of those crooks who work for government who decided that they were going to do and approve and go along with trying to cause pain and suffering to everybody else, your days in doing evilness like that are numbered. But we don't plan to lock you up in prison. We don't plan to whip you side the head, let you know we don't take that stuff, because we know you were abused. You were abused to think like this. We might have been slaves, but can you imagine the abuse that you had to go through to be as evil and hateful as you have been? Well, we're not going to hate you. We're going to make things right, and then we're going to look after you. All right? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for tonight. Contemplate putting everybody to work. Remember this. Everybody works. You're entitled to suffer for nothing. If you work, you're a part of the team. And when the team wins, and we do win, everybody is a winner. So I want you to have that mindset. We're not losing again. I don't care what Trump and those guys are talking about. We are not losing again.